Yee-Haw! Let's decorate everyone's favorite cowgirl.
Hi, I'm Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you love decorating sugar cookies or you want to learn how, you're in the right place. Let's decorate together.
Today we're decorating a Toy Story inspired Jessie cookie, so giddy up and let's get started. I have a round cookie here and I'm using a blue royal icing and about a 15-second consistency. And to make this color blue, I used the color guide from The Miller's Wife, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. And I'm just going to flood this in, and then you can use a scribe or a toothpick to get the icing out to the edge and to shape it. You're going to want to scribe everything. Taking the time to use your scribe to shape the icing and also to get it nice and smooth and pop any air bubbles is the secret to getting professional looking cookies. So even though this icing will smooth out and settle down all on its own in about 15 seconds, I'm going to take the time to manipulate the icing and make sure there's no air bubbles. And then I used a projector to draw in the top part of Jessie's shirt on the cookie. You could also use the paper piecing method, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. And then I used a gold edible marker to draw it on. So I'm just going to go ahead with my yellow icing. My yellow icing is a little stiffer than a 15-second consistency. It's a little too stiff, but I'm going to outline that and then flood it in with the exact same icing. And I apologize if my voice is a little hoarser than usual. We just moved into a new house and all of the dust. So I'm doing my voiceover right after moving, and it's just a little dusty in here and it has a little bit of a tickle in the back of my throat. Don't worry, I'm not getting sick. It's just my usual allergies. So while we finish flooding this in, you can see that this icing is a bit thicker. It's probably more of a 20-second consistency, so I can definitely go all the way to the edge without worrying that it's going to overflow or change its shape. But it's going to take me a minute with my scribe to settle it down, so I have sped up the video here, and I'm going to have to work with this for quite a bit to get it settled down, but you can do it. Just be patient and just keep jiggling the icing with your scribe, tapping up and down as if needed, get it smooth. And if your icing starts to stick to the scribe, just wipe it off and gently tap again until everything smooths out and your icing is nice and smooth. If you can see any bumps now, you'll see them after it dries. So I set my cookie aside to dry completely. Now I'm coming back in with my white icing. You don't have to let your icing dry completely, but I was a little bit worried about color bleed from that dark blue, and I wanted to make sure that that didn't happen, so I let my icing dry completely about 24 hours. And now I'm just going to flood it in with the white, and then we'll use our scribe to settle it down. My white icing is more of a 15-second consistency. And if you don't know how to make a 15-second consistency royal icing, I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. And if you remember, we're going to scribe everything. So once you get that flooded in, go ahead and use your scribe to get the icing out to the edge and smooth it all out. Look for any air bubbles under the surface, so it'll look like a little bit of a darkened area, and make sure that you pop those. And sometimes it helps to level everything out if you stick your scribe right into the cookie dough and give it a little bit of a jiggle. And once everything is smooth, move on up to the collar and go ahead and flood in those little triangles at the top of the shirt. Oh, great. We have to scribe it again, but it's totally worth it. Go ahead and shape your collar, smooth it out, and get it exactly the way you want it. And when you have it looking perfect, we'll move on down to Jessie's belt. So I'm going to use my black royal icing for this, and I'm just going to touch down, lift up my piping bag so I get a nice straight line, and I'll lay my line down at the other side. Wipe off the tip, and then come on down and do a line at the bottom with the same process. And then we're just going to put a line down the middle so that we don't get a crater, and then we'll flood right on top of that. And my black icing is also about a 15-second consistency, and if you jiggle your piping bag as you're flooding, it'll help the icing settle down much quicker and you'll have less work to do with your scribe. But you still have to scribe it, so grab that scribe and settle that icing down, pop any air bubbles, make sure the icing gets all the way down to the cookie and isn't just sitting up on top of that outline so it doesn't sink in as it dries and leave a divot. And once you have it all nice and smooth, we'll move on back up to the yellow and do the detail work. So I recommend you practice this on a paper towel or a piece of parchment paper first, but you're going to want to touch down and then just come down, make little curly cues, kind of following the pattern of the shirt. So on the up part, you're going to make a curly Q at the top, and at the bottom part, you'll make a curly Q at the bottom. And just follow along with the shirt. You can also use a projector for this. And your icing consistency is going to need to be about a 20-second, more of a detailed consistency icing so that it holds its shape and those curly Qs don't run together. And once you're done, you're going to want to push down any areas that are raised at the edges of these curly Qs with your scribe, or my scribe was sticking, so I have a dampened paintbrush where I wiped off all of the water on a paper towel. And I'm just going to push those areas down because when you bag your cookies, that line of icing might break and then flake off in the bag, and we don't want that. And then I'm going to go back and touch down and follow along at the bottom of the shirt, of the yellow part of the shirt, and just follow along in that crease and flood that in with the red icing as well. I'm going to go slow. I'm going to keep my piping bag fairly close to the cookie so that I can make sure to lay my line down right in that crease and then stop squeezing and lay my line down at the other side. If I do have any start or stop bumps, I can use my scribe to settle those right down. And then all that's left is to make the belt buckle, and we'll set these cookies aside to dry completely once this belt buckle is a nice round oval. I'm going to lay my scribe down sideways and tap at it a bit to make sure there are no air bubbles, and then I'll shape it some more. And my cookie's been drying for about 24 hours, and I have a gold edible marker, and again, I'll link all my products in the description. I'm just going to color in the belt buckle, and then these cookies will be done. I really like the Jessie character, but I really feel like she needs a bullseye. What do you think? Should we have done the bullseye cookie? Unfortunately, that's not a part of this set, but it's on my bucket list, so I'd love to do that soon. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the Woody cookie that's coming up next. Thanks for watching. Ride like the wind, Bullseye.